The lights of the corporate gala reflected off polished floors, catching the glitter in the chandeliers. I was halfway through a toast when it happened. A small fabric hit my chest. Soft, warm, familiar. I looked down. Her panties. Not mine. Not hers. Someone else's. She froze for a heartbeat, then laughed, nervous, embarrassed, or so she tried to appear. Before I could react, a voice cut through the murmur of applause. "She's mine tonight." Her boss, calm, smug, dominant. He smiled as if he'd drawn the exact blueprint of humiliation and placed it on my chest, literally. The room didn't know how to react. I didn't move. I studied him instead. Precision in his posture, confidence in his smirk, a predator testing its prey. Her eyes met mine. Panic? Guilt? Or betrayal rehearsed for a stage I never agreed to perform on? I took a breath, slowed, let the moment hang. Every instinct screamed, yet I didn't flinch, not then. The gala continued, clinking glasses, soft laughter, but nothing could erase the sting, the calculus of what had just occurred. I stepped aside, invisible, watching, calculating. I always calculate first. Rage comes later. I remembered our early days, the trust, the vows, the private promises whispered at dawn. How quickly always could mutate into sometimes under the right influence. Her phone buzzed constantly, meetings at odd hours, laughter that didn't reach her eyes when she returned home. She had been careful. I gave her credit for that. But subtle slips accumulated. A lingering look at a contact name I'd never seen. A calendar event coded as Team Lunch, repeated weekly. I told myself I was imagining it, that suspicion was poison. But that night, in the ballroom, the proof landed on my chest. Not just a betrayal, a public spectacle. I studied her from the edges of the room, the way she avoided my gaze, the quick, shallow breaths, the tension coiled in her jaw. I wanted to confront her, I wanted to explode, but patience is a weapon, rage is a luxury for the impulsive. I reminded myself, observation first, evidence later. I followed, quiet, methodical. Phone records subtly retrieved, alternate lines, late-night messages, images that vanished too quickly, conversations deleted before memory could hold them. At work, I watched her interactions, the lingering touches, whispered comments, eyes darting toward him whenever he entered the room. I didn't accuse, I didn't react. At home, I collected small proofs, receipts, logs, notes, anything that could be stitched into a narrative undeniable in its clarity. I ran discreet checks, hiring a private investigator to monitor her schedule, verify patterns, confirm suspicions. Every answer tightened the knot in my chest. I saw the layers, the rehearsals, the careful performance. I stayed calm in public. Toasts, smiles, casual touches. Nothing betrayed the storm inside. Every laugh she forced, every apology unspoken was catalogued, stored, waited upon. I never let them know I knew. Not yet. The final piece arrived in a sealed envelope. Photos, messages, meetings, clear proof of intimate rendezvous, a timeline that left no room for denial. I placed it on the kitchen counter. She returned home. Her expression, casual, practiced, faltered when she saw the stack. "You've been snooping?" she asked. I tilted my head, calm, precise. "I've been observing." She tried to cover panic with indignation. "This doesn't mean—" I held up the envelope, silent, the weight of evidence heavy in the space between us. Her mouth opened, closed, shivering. "You think, you know?" I nodded. "I know." Her knees weakened, not with fear of me, fear of exposure, regret, shame, something she had avoided in the ballroom, in front of everyone. I didn't speak further. I never needed to. The truth spoke, and it screamed. The next evening, I arrived at the office gala she had planned. Invitations for me, refused by design. I was unseen until it was too late. I called the man to the side, presented him with the evidence, silent, no theatrics, just clarity. His smugness faltered, first confusion, then panic, then recognition. I returned home, she followed hoping for explanation, apology, mercy. I didn't offer any. "Tonight?" she whispered, voice breaking. I smiled, cold, detached. "No, you're all mine tonight," I said. I walked away, left her standing, trembling, with all the consequences she had tried to orchestrate. Weeks passed, the office adjusted, rumors spread. Her world shrank to the edges she had created. I moved on, not with her, not with anger, but with understanding. Betrayal isn't always loud, sometimes it whispers, sometimes it throws silk across your chest in a crowded room. I survived it, calculated it, exposed it, and now in quiet reflection, I am untouched, clear, whole. She wanted control, lust, domination. She received nothing. I received clarity. I walk forward, untethered, and I never look back.